Hi, this is Flesh and Velvet, and I'm here because I wanted to talk about a genre of music that I previously discussed to be one of my favorite genres. Some of my favorite artists include Aurelio Voltaire, the Tiger Lilies, and Circus Contraption. And I just want to apologize if I seem a little bit jittery. I was drinking this tea. It's called Constant Comment, which is perfect for the video that I was about to make. I just wanted to comment on why I have been absent from YouTube for such a long time. And it is because my phone broke, and specifically the camera on my phone broke. But it's okay, I fixed it now. I just have to give it a few smacks and not the table. And now everything is up and running again, and I will be back with new video subjects or talking about other music genres. But specifically, I wanted to talk about this one because I have a few stories to share with you, and I wanted to comment on the general sound and experiences that I've had with the artists, and in general, just things that I am excited about specifically about this genre. Give me a chance to explain the sound and lyrics behind the genre of dark cabaret. Lyrical themes of grotesque theatrics, vaudeville, death, romantic ballads, a general feeling of nostalgia and haunting melodies that can connect with accordions in a way, or can simply be vocals. Dark wave that is played in modern clubs these days are all very danceable. Dark cabaret differs in that sense because it is not dance music for clubs. Just like gothic rock, industrial music, dark wave can have a lot of overlapping sounds and combinations, sometimes even jazz fusion. I think you could agree that dark cabaret is almost an entirely new genre of goth that is able to combine also many different types of music and still remain goth because of its core essence. I will be including a link to my dark cabaret playlist that I've made over the years, and you should comment down below and tell me if you listen to it and if you think I should check out any albums, because I always want to listen to new music. When I was going to prom, I was planning out a black and white dress outfit, and I knew that I needed a little umbrella for the sun, however you call it. I thought that would be my most goth element. I really was inspired by Lolita fashion. So I went to Gothic Renaissance in Manhattan, which is kind of far away from my house, but not really. And I heard Rasputina playing on the loudspeaker, and I was amazed because not only have I never been to a goth club before because I was 17, I've never thought that I would hear dark cabaret playing from a store loudspeaker. And asked her about the music, and she said that it was her brother's playlist, I believe. And that was the first time that I had a extremely rewarding experience regarding music I was very passionate about. There are certain artists that bring the theatrical and vaudeville fire-breathing performances into their acts. One of them being Wasted Wine from South Carolina. That's a band that I started following, I think, 2 years ago, as soon as I discovered their Cabaret sound, which I'm still following them on Instagram, and I recommend you check them out. The Tiger Lilies are another very big artist for dark cabaret. Their lyrics often revolve around whorehouses, death, alcohol, doing drugs, and overall leading a very dark, sinful path of life, which contrasts, I guess, with the dress that goth rockers usually wear, which is crosses, and dark cabaret actually has a lot of room for artists to experiment because it is a very niche genre. There's a lot of artists that take from it and add more to it. The most interesting deviation, I think, is the beautiful overlap of dark cabaret and industrial or electronic music. While I was in high school and started listening to Emilie Autumn, her Opheliac album and more professionally recorded violin albums are considered dark cabaret by me because of the lyrical themes of isolation, madness, and being a female in mental hospital. Her unique music is often called Victorian Industrial by her and her fans. Really opened up a world of industrial to me before I began listening to artists like Skinny Puppy. Aurelio Voltaire, one of my most favorite artists that I actually also met. He said that he wanted to partake in goth fashion and create music that sounded unlike the more modern industrial sound of the 2000s that he probably wanted nothing to do with. He started talking about dressing in a very eccentric way as though it was Halloween every day. But he did it in a slightly more elegant and Victorian way that was unlike the fashion of death rockers, but was still in black. This fashion is a great reflection of why fans of dark cabaret still want to dress like it is a time travel machine bringing them to a Victorian pub. These songs fill me with nostalgia that help me feel like a Victorian child and fuel my escapism. Let me time travel to a Victorian pub every time I listen to 1816 Year Without a Summer by Rasputina. Very wonderful quartet that plays, I think, the cello. If I'm not mistaken, I think they play the cello, and ironically enough, they did do a song with Marilyn Manson, which just showcases the many combinations that happen with dark cabaret and, say, industrial folk punk. And their song 1816 Year Without a Summer is the best possible representation of bringing the listener back to a time where they didn't exist. There is even the original dark cabaret, punk cabaret, Amanda Palmer in Dresden Dolls. Amanda Palmer is a genius musician with her voice and extremely fast and slow piano ballads and rock songs. And Evelyn, which is a wonderful combination of folk punk and dark cabaret. I'm wearing her shirt right now, her merch for the Dresden Dolls, which has recently become active. 21 years of punk cabaret. That's the celebration of the shirt. But I feel that it is a very niche genre that secretly fuels goths that are looking for something more, and possibly people who are not goth can adore this genre too. And I actually wanted to share this quote that I came up with recently. It's related to music and possibly liking niche genres, so just hear me out if you want to listen to this. Getting adored by people for things you do they think is attractive is very rewarding, because you're likely attracted to those people and you don't know why they like something that you do, but you know they like it. Your ego gets super boosted. But it is not nearly rewarding enough when you are adored by people for your passions you never expected anyone to adore. Even when people you like acknowledge you for reasons that they are attracted to you, but not for the things that you are truly passionate about. Does that make sense? And if it does, then I would like to thank you for watching this video, and I hope you really decided to listen to the music that I listen to, and I'm probably going to include a link down below to my Dark Cabaret Spotify playlist, which has not all the songs, but a lot of good songs with a few other genres mixed in.